police failed to ask critical questions in internal affairs investigations and failed to fully investigate an allegation of excessive force. That's according to two monitoring reports released by the Phoenix Civilian Police Oversight Office. ABC 15 senior investigator Melissa Blasius has an exclusive interview with the man who ran that oversight office until this month.
The first Phoenix Police monitoring reports coming from the city's Office of Accountability and Transparency 2 weeks after Roger Smith resigned as director.
The good news is this community, with great courage, has demonstrated in its history that it is prepared to insist on a good deal of civilian oversight.
In his 2 years with OAT, Smith started monitoring 58 cases involving officer use of force or allegations of misconduct. Now he's sitting down only with ABC15 this week to talk about trends, where he thinks Phoenix police are skipping steps when investigating their own.
Well, a big thing that would come up is the questions that are asked of officers where specifically important lines of questioning were not getting explored in some cases.
Like in the internal investigation of the 2022 handcuffing of Wall Street Journal reporter Dion Rabowen while he was covering a story outside a Phoenix bank. OAT's review found Phoenix police failed to ask the involved officer any questions about the allegation that race was a factor in the detainment.
Sometimes a sound investigation is not in the quote-unquote defense interests of the city.
A second monitoring report involved a Phoenix officer at a Circle K repeatedly punching this man, Arthur Ashe, in the face and head, hospitalizing him. The report says Phoenix police decided the officer involved acted within policy, even though they failed to conduct a full-scale investigation and failed to watch all of the body cam video.
I think the police department needs to devote itself to finding out exactly what happened in these incidents that they're doing investigations for, because that will enable them to discipline appropriately. It'll enable them to train appropriately.
The city manager's office put Smith on a performance improvement plan just before he resigned. Smith says he quit because OAT did not have the independence required to effectively perform its responsibilities. For example, Smith says these reports were drafted months ago, but OAT was not allowed to release them.
People within city administration wanting to see monitoring reports and wanting to play a role in editing and impacting the content of those reports.
They asked to edit your reports?
They were giving specific edits that they wanted to see, and they were commenting generally on the nature of the content of the reports, what kinds of things they wanted to see, and what kinds of things they didn't want to see.
In response, the city manager's office told ABC15 the OAT team under the interim director finalized the reports released today based solely on what they reviewed and evaluated in their capacity. The Phoenix police chief issuing a statement saying the monitoring reports are insightful and valuable, and he's dedicated to fostering a culture of continuous improvement within the department. As for Roger Smith, he already has a new job for the city of Oakland, California's Community Police Review Agency. I'm investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15, Arizona.
Thank you, Melissa.